So today we will look at a new chapter with enzymes. So now what are actually enzymes? Basically enzymes are biocatalysts. Okay, what does the mean catalyst word mean? Okay, as you study in chemistry, what is catalyst? Maybe you guys have studied this in chemistry, that what are catalysts? Not about catalyst only. What function of catalyst? Catalyst actually either speed up the reaction, it either speed up the chemical reaction, or it speeds up chemical reaction, or retards the reaction. Now what does that mean? Either it will fast the chemical reaction, or it will retard the rate of reaction, right? Or it will retard the rate of reaction. Let me get the spelling. Okay. Here, this is basically function of catalyst, right? It speeds up the chemical reaction or it retards the reaction. Same if these catalysts are present in a human body, if they are present in our body, if these are catalysts present in a body, they are termed as biocatalysts, right? So now let's talk about how, from which molecule, from which biomolecule they are made up of. So basically these enzymes are made up of what I write. Okay, these are actually proteinous in nature. They are they are proteinous. Basically, they are proteinous. How am I able to write? They are proteinous in nature. It means they are made up of protein, but there are some exceptions too, right? What are now these exceptions? Let me erase this. Okay, almost all the enzymes are made up of, all we can say that almost all the enzymes are made up of protein, but there are some exceptions. But there are some exceptions. Actually, some enzymes are made up of RNA molecules. Some, but very few are made up of RNA molecule, right? Now, what is the name of that enzyme? Basically, the name of the enzyme is the name is ribozyme. This is the name of the enzyme. Basically, this is the name of the enzyme which is made up of RNA molecule. Now, actually, there's another two which I found somewhere actually in some research papers and other books, which is basically ribonuclease. Okay, this is the enzyme. Basically, it's not present in neither in Federal nor in Punjab, but it's present in NCRT. This ribonuclease. Okay, ribonuclease is also a enzyme. Like these both are enzyme, but these both are actually RNA molecules, right? So there are some exceptions. So these both are basically exceptions to this proteinous nature, right? Now, okay, now let's talk about the structure of enzyme, right? As you can see in the given diagram, this is basically the structure of enzyme, right? Here you can see this is enzyme. This whole is enzyme, and this is the active site. Now, what are active site? This is active site. What are active site? Actually, active site are the, you can say, surface at which a particular substrate attaches. For example, this is substrate. Now, what is substrate? Actually, substrate refers to any substance. Substrate substrate means basically substrate means reactant, or you can say reactant, or you can say substance which which joins, right? This we understand. So substrate means, what are substrate? A substrate is any kind of reactant or substance, right? Now, as you have seen the structure of the enzyme, now let's talk about, okay, let me show you something. Okay, um let me enlarge this diagram so you can easily understand. Oh, come to this diagram, right? Now, what does this diagram actually shows? Okay, okay, let me explain you this diagram. Okay, okay, this shows that this is an enzyme. This is an enzyme, and this is the substrate. Now I have told you what is substrate. Substrate is any substance or reactant which joins with the enzyme, right? So when, and this is the active site. This is the active site. What is active site? Basically, active site is a side or even surface of the enzyme where the substrate attaches, right? So when this substrate will attach to enzyme, it will form enzyme substrate complex. It will form enzyme substrate complex. This is known as enzyme substrate complex. Now, what will happen? This enzyme will catalyze the reaction and they will form product. The enzyme will form product, and then now this product will be released. So as you can see, this product is basically, when product is made, it is known as, and product is made, it is known as, here actually this side is known as, let me write over here if I'm able to write. Okay, it's known as enzyme product complex. Basically this is enzyme product, oh my god, okay, this is enzyme product complex. It's sitting over here in this term. This enzyme product complex, and now when this enzyme product complex will form, now that the enzyme will release the product, right? So this is how the enzymes actually work. Now, actually our enzymes are very specific. A specific enzyme attaches to a specific substrate. Basically, let me one principle rule. Okay, enzymes do not get consumed during reaction. What does that mean now? For example, you are doing a chemical reaction between a carbohydrate and an acid, okay? And you have utilized some enzymes. Now, after some time, you have seen that enzymes are finished now. This won't happen. Enzymes won't get consumed. Enzyme doesn't get consumed during the reaction, right? Okay, what are they? They are actually biocatalyst. Now, let's talk about some history. Who discovered this enzyme? How they came into being? Like, what was who was the person who discovered them, and how they got this name, the word enzyme? Okay, so now let's discuss some history. Okay, history of enzyme. Right. So basically, number one, it was discovered by Pine in 1833. Pine was a scientist who discovered enzyme in 1833, and the first enzyme that was discovered was diastase. What's diastase? Now, actually, you will be wondering that what is diastase? Diastase is nothing but starch. Okay, this is actually amylase. Amylase, second name is also diastase. And what is this work of amylase? It digests starch, starch into maltose, right? So this is the actual work of this enzyme diastase, right? Now, it was discovered fine, but who was the person who first coined its name? Okay, the word, what I've written, the word enzyme was first coined by W. Kohne. Okay, he was a scientist who coined the name enzyme. Actually, what does this word enzyme mean? Actually, it means insight. Enzyme means yeast. What is yeast? Yeast is basically a fungi, right? So this is history of enzyme. It was first discovered in 1833, but it was not named. But then it got named by W. Coney in, I guess, in 1977 maybe. But first check the date. I'm not confirmed. Okay. Now, what does the word enzyme mean? Enzyme, it means inside, enzyme means yeast. So actually, these enzymes are basically thermolabile. What does that mean? Enzymes are thermolabile. Okay, correct. What does that mean? Thermolabile. What does mean of therm? Therm means heat, right? Heat, right? And labile means sensitive. Sensitive. So it means the enzymes are thermolabile. It means enzymes are heat sensitive. Enzymes are heat sensitive. So basically, this was the whole history of enzyme. I hope this is clear to you. So in the next video, we'll be looking at the graph of activation most probably. I hope this is clear to you.